Hey guys, what's up? It's Kimberly Denise, and I'm cutting this video really quickly just to share with you how to use swipe copy to email your list. Now, the rule of thumb, other than your autoresponder follow-up, which you should have already set up, if you don't have it set up yet or you're not sure how to do it, all you have to do is go back to prosperityteam.com, log in, refer to the setup process, and it's going to walk you through how to set up your campaign, your email campaign to your list. Once you start collecting subscribers, your automatic or autoresponder will start sending a follow-up series of emails to them automatically so that you don't have to worry about it. But the rule of thumb is to email your list 2 times per day yourself. So on a day like this where we have a team hangout, I will send one email earlier in the day, something that I want to communicate to my list, and then I'll also send this invite to my list as well. So what you want to do is, especially if you're brand new, you might not be good at sitting down and just writing an email to your list. You may have no idea how to do it. You may not be good at writing. So the really cool thing is that we allow you to swipe copy our emails. You'll probably hear this term a lot. So basically what that is you're going to want to subscribe to the top leaders in Empower Network, some of them being, which I have here on my screen, Darren Hanser, a friend of mine, exceptionally well at writing copy. Copy is writing emails, basically. You're going to hear that a lot as well. So there's a list below this video of leaders that you should subscribe to, and by subscribe I mean you should find their link, go ahead and put in your email. That way you're going to start receiving their emails, and you can kind of get a feel of how they communicate with their list, especially if they're getting great results in their business. You want to know what's working. You want to know what's working for them. So why not grab a good email that they send out? I do this with Darren all the time. You know, I get an email from him and I'm like, dang, that's really good. I'll go ahead and copy it. I'll paste it into my broadcast to send to my list, and I'll go ahead and just switch it up a little bit, make it my own, and I'll send it out. It only takes a couple of minutes. I'm not sitting there forever trying to figure out what it is I'm going to write to my list today. Although that isn't a bad idea if you have the time to maybe spend 10 to 20 minutes in the morning or whenever you have time to try to develop that skill in yourself, especially if you're in the 15K formula. Go through the trainings on email marketing, and it's actually a skill that you should develop because it can pay very, very well. It's almost like printing money. You know, in one of the 15K formula videos, Tony Rush talks about how one time, you know, he was about to go on vacation with his wife because it was their anniversary, and he thought, you know what, it would be cool to have a little bit of extra money. Let me go write an email real quick. And he wrote an email and he sent it out, and boom, within a couple of hours he had some sales coming into his back office, and it was literally like he printed some money. So that's why writing copy and knowing how to correctly do email marketing can be very, very profitable for you. So what I'm going to teach you to do today is just really quick. When you're starting out, just use swipe copy. So here I have an email that I received from Darren. I'm going to go over here and just make sure I'm logged in. Which I need to pay my AWeber bill, as you can see. That's funny. It's probably going to have me re-log in because I've been sitting here for a while. I'm going to log in there. Okay. So I'm going to create a broadcast. The green button there. It's going to load. I'm going to scroll down here. This block editor, it's really easy to use. What you want to do is just go ahead and click the X, make it disappear. Bring down your paragraph, okay? And then erase all this mumbo jumbo. Just go ahead and delete it. And come back over here to the email. I'm going to, this particular email happens to be an invitation to our Prosperity Team Hangout. So I'm probably, other than the link, that's another important thing, is make sure that you're replacing the links with your links. Otherwise you're going to be promoting someone else's account, which I'm sure they will be appreciative of, but it's not good for you and your bottom line. I'm going to make sure I can paste this in. AWeber's a little testy sometimes. I'm going to erase and then Control V. I'm just going to paste that in there. Boom, I have the email all ready to go. This right here, it's the Hangout is actually live right now. I haven't sent this email out yet. I'm not going to send it because the email is already happening and I've had some things going on today, so I'm a little bit late on inviting my list to the hangout, which can happen when you're an entrepreneur and you, I'm still trying to figure out my rhythm and my scheduling and all of this stuff, but I was hanging out with my kids today and we went to the movies and went to the park and just did some fun stuff, so I didn't set up my emails before I left, which was a mistake on my part, but I'm going to show you how to do this anyways, and I'm going to use this email as an example. I'm just not going to send it. So I'm not going to really edit any of this because it's all pretty good. Like I said before, you might want to edit your link. This is the only thing you would want to edit to make sure that it's custom to you. It goes to one of your pages. But anyhow, so as you saw, I just went over to my Gmail. I just copied it. I highlighted it. I copied it. I came over here, pasted it in. One thing, you want to make sure that you never forget the subject line here. Sometimes I'll receive emails from people and it says insert subject here. I'm like, dang, you forgot to put the subject, dude. But Darren never does that, by the way. I don't know who it was that did that, but so you're going to go ahead and copy the subject line and then come over here and paste it. There we go. And then my mouse thing is acting kind of funny. Then you scroll down over here, you're going to save it. You're going to click next. And then next again. And then here's the option that you're going to have. You can, if you have more than one list, which I have several lists because I have different lists for different campaigns that I've set up or different strategies that I've set up. I always include all of them. I don't know what reason you would have to not include them. If one of your lists was like a specialty, like I have a niche in health and wellness, and I might not want to invite them to this hangout if I'm just marketing health and wellness stuff to them. But all these people happen to be in Power Network lists, so I'm going to go ahead and include all of them. If I'm setting up the email for a later date, later on today or tomorrow, what you want to do is click on schedule for later, and then what you want to do is go ahead and schedule it for whatever day, whatever time. You click on the day, you pick the time, you set it. At this moment, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to show you how to just go ahead and send it right away. So you're just going to save it. I think it set it for 12. Let me just, let's see here. We can troubleshoot it live here on the video. Oops. So if you need to change it, you can click on it. I'm just going to go back to that scheduling step. I'm just going to flick this off. So scheduler's off. It's going to be a manual send now since I did that. Going to come down here. Well, there it is. It's being sent to all my lists. And then you can either schedule or you can send now. Normally for my broadcast, if I'm just going to send it right away, here's the thing. I mean, it's best to sit down ahead of time and just schedule these things out. That way, I mean, if you can just pick a day where you just schedule all of your emails, boom, they're done. That's cool. That way, if something comes up, you're like, oh man, I wasn't able to email my list today because this came up or that came up or I had to go here or there. You can just pick a day where you schedule 2 emails per day. That's really cool. If not, I mean, just a couple of days ahead of time really helps. So usually I'll use the scheduler, but if you're just like, if you get an email in your inbox and you're like, oh shoot, I got to send that right away, you're just going to do the send now option. So, and that's it. And that's what you're going to do at first when you're brand new. If you can't write an email yourself, don't even worry about it. You're just going to swipe other people's emails, swipe mine. I really don't care as long as you know, if there's results in the emails, you don't want to make it look like you got those results. You want to go ahead and be like, hey, you know what, like if Darren sent me something saying that he made 10 grand in a day, I'm not going to send that out to my list and pretend like I made 10K in a day. I'm going to send it and maybe like write a little bit of copy before. I'll be like, hey guys, what's up? Kimberly Denise here. I just got this email in my inbox from my friend Darren. He had an outstanding day and I had to show you just what's possible because it's amazing. And then I would write like a little header like begin email, and then boom, I would just paste his email in there. You don't want to claim other people's results. You don't want to claim other people's income. You don't want to pretend to be anyone that you're not. That's not the way to succeed. So besides that, that's pretty much how to do it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, very important, below this video you're going to see a list of leaders that you should subscribe to. I highly recommend that you do that before exiting out of this YouTube video, because you're going to learn a lot. Just from reading the emails alone, you're going to learn a lot of how to communicate with your list, and you're going to get a lot of good value from doing that. Alright, hope this helps. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.